I just need to like receive one hit over here, so the ring gonna be activated. Hit me! Alright. Maybe not now. Shit. I've missed! Oh man, I fucked up with the camera angle. That was terrible. But I was very close. You know, this is the working tactic, guys. I don't have enough of fingers to control the camera and sprint and all this stuff. I use the thumb for all of the buttons. But when I sprint, I use like I hold this like this because I have to use, you know, the control camera with the thumb. Here is like a hit button, so I have to do something like this. And this is actually looks like a gang sign. I'm like, yo. Boss fight with shit gear? No, this is like a boss fight with level 1. But I believe I also have a shit gear. So, yeah, quite true. And let's say that everything that happens in this boss... Everything that happens in this boss gonna stay at this boss, alright? So, if we're gonna ban 7, we're gonna unban him later. And all this stuff. I blame Headfield for this death. Compensating for something. I guess so. I guess so. This big sword should mean something. I mean, look at this mace. It's a pretty small one. Because KYLLER has nothing to compensate about, you know. But this guy, he has 2 swords and one of them is like extremely big. It's definitely a compensation. Something that is extremely small for him. Huh? Bitch, show me what you got. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I don't know what should happen, so I would take the mask off. I might, like, you know, really get fucked up in my mind. Or someone gonna pay me like, I don't know, $1 million? Then maybe I could do this, you know. It's gonna mean that I'm gonna sell out, but hey, like, it's $1 million. I could buy my own studio. And, you know, live in there and just, like, live my good life. And, you know, keep streaming whenever I want and all this stuff. So, you know, for this, maybe I could take the mask off. It's like, you know, taking a mask off in exchange of having a paradise life. It's worth it, in my opinion. Well, as I said before, I wear the mask because, you know, it feels a little bit much more warmer wearing the mask. How long have we been stuck here? For, I think 11 hours. Or, yeah, something about like 10 or 11 hours. Only 11, we're just getting started, yes. Fucking pixels of shit. Well, I had a heart surgery when I was, I think 6 or 7 years old, something like this. I don't remember correctly. And whenever I was super active, I was like running and jumping. My eyes were fading black really fast. And sometimes during the night, I could wake up and I was like covered with blood from my nose. So I spent a lot of time in hospitals when I was a kid. And then they said that the surgery needed to be performed. And so when I was a kid, I went to the hospital for the surgery. I would say it was pretty much nothing. They took a needle and put it in my butt cheek, so I felt very cold and fell asleep. And then I woke up already, and it felt super terrible. Because your body is not really listening to you. You barely can move your legs, you can just move your arms a little bit. Am I sure it was a heart surgery? Well, I still have a scar over here, like, you know, it's like this size, I guess. So yeah, I guess, maybe they took something else as well. And yeah, after this surgery, I barely could walk. And they said like, man, we connected you to, you know, to some things. So you can pee in your bed. I was 6 years old and I was like, what do you mean I can pee in my bed? I'm fucking 6 or 7 years old. I don't pee in my bed. When they moved me to the room, I was like feeling quite numb. They brought me a shitload of balloons and they said like, dude, you need to blow these balloons. So your lungs gonna start working. These fucking balloons were hardest thing ever I've done when I was a kid. Seriously. It was just impossible to do this shit. But I was trying hard, but I didn't make it. Everybody left me for a while because mom went to the doctor, and I realized that I really want to pee. And I'm not connected to anything. And I don't really want to pee in my bed. I'm 6 or 7 years old already. And like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Scream? No shit. I stood up, and with my, numb legs, holding the wall, I start walking slowly towards the toilet room. I was like, no shit, I gotta pee myself, screw this. Then when I reached it, I actually had to scream because peeing was extremely painful. After a while, I was moved to, the sanatorium where they were like paying attention on my health and stuff. We had this one kid who was moved away from the sanatorium just like at the first night. Because he was extremely aggressive kid, and during the night he started just like running around and smashing everything. And when nurse tried to calm him down and said like, dude, what the fuck, he started fighting with her. So they said like, fuck this guy, called his parents and said like, take this little asshole away from here, like fuck this kid. I was a douchebag when I was a kid, pretty much, you can tell. I'm a douchebag even now. I'm gonna tell it to you after I'm gonna die. So, super focus mod right now, guys. Let's go. He just put this thing in me. That's what she said. Sorry. This crazy kid. He was, he was playing with some Lego, and other kids wanted to play with this stuff too. And when they tried to take it, he was like screaming like, don't touch that shit, like I'm playing with this, like you're not allowed. And he was like fighting with them, literally fighting with them. And so they had to bail away. I've noticed that he dropped the Lego part under the table. And I've noticed that, and I was like, well, maybe if I'm gonna give him, a Lego part, he gonna become my friend or something. And when you're a friend with a psycho, it's, it might be a good thing. He literally seen that I just like took it from, from the floor and showed to him. He was like, put it down! Don't you dare to touch this stuff and all this shit! I was holding this thing. He was building a tower. And I just like bitch slapped his tower, so it got broken. And he was like, "Argh!" I was laughing and I was running away. I knew that he probably just gonna kill me right now, but that shit was so funny that I started running away and laughing. He gave up somewhere in the middle of the corridor and came back because maybe he thought that others gonna take the Lego right now. So anyways, I was a douchebag. Oh, mistakes! Never do this. Just never fucking do this. You need a gun? I need. Every game is much easier if you have a machine gun with you. If that guy would have a machine gun, I'd be like, clip, clap, motherfucker, and this fight gonna be over within like couple of seconds, I guess. Didn't hit him. No. What a bad timing. Come on. Yeah, I did this fucking mistake again. This is not a Fume night. This is a coronavirus. I have to defeat this. Alright. Piece of shit. That was like a very bad position for this crap. Right? Phew, that was close. man. Oof, holy shit. No, 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 not going there. Fucking walls distracted me, so I didn't attack him this time. Alright, be careful this time. Oof. That was also dangerous. Okay. Fuck me running, dude. Not cool, not cool. Last hit left. Son of a bitch! In your fucking face! Holy shit, guys. Bitch! Goodness. 11 hours or something I spent on this douchebag. Fuck you guys. I don't give a shit about them. I do not feel like much hype because we're gonna have to go and fight with, with the next guy.